My name is Hillis Williams, and I make rugs, which is kind of a strange occupation, I guess. But we're getting ready for an art show, part of the open studios, and people will be coming. And they always ask lots of questions, you know. Why did an old man like you make rugs, and where did you get started? Most sweaters come apart into at least 4 pieces or 5 pieces. This is the back or front, I'm not sure which, of a sweater that I've taken apart, and I'm ready to wind it, get the yarn out of it. It speeds things quite a bit to have the reel here, plus the fact that I'm getting ready to put it onto another reel, which gives you since this is white, we're going to have to dye it. This device is one I've made in order to turn wind the yarn into loose hanks so that you can dye that in a dye vat. You can't dye a ball of yarn, you have to have it loose where the dye can get to it. These are hanks of wool that were from my white sweater, but you have to, in order to dye them, you have to put it onto a reel that you saw before, and they have to be tied loosely so that the dye can penetrate through all the thing. And at the same time, you have to keep track of the ends of the yarn so that you can reel it out into a ball like this after you get it done. I have a stove outdoors, a kind of camp stove type thing, a propane stove, and I use the granite canning kettles that you can fruit in. Holds about 5 gallons. I'm working with, depending on the size of the yarn. Right here I have 6 yarns that I'm working for. Each loop that comes up is made in this case of 6 yarns. It might be 5, might be 4, might be 3, depending on the thickness of the yarn. So the idea is to punch through the backing and push up a loop. Each time I'm doing this, I'm pushing up a loop instead of pulling up the loop from the back. So you're looking at the back of the rug. Now, I will turn this whole thing over and you'll be able to see the loops that I just pushed up. Here are the loops that I was just pushing up right here. And you can see how thick the rug is. And I hooked rugs just like my mother had done, only I used the backing of this kind of backing, and I used a steel hook instead of the old wooden hook that she had made.
Hillis, I noticed that you sometimes have different subjects. Where do you come up with your ideas for your subjects, and how does that work?
Well, it probably comes from a lifetime of going to museums and looking at other people's art. You never know exactly where it comes from. You think it's original, and then after you've done it all, you walk into a museum and say, oh, that's where I saw that one time or other. So your ideas are almost always a mixture of your lifetime, the things you've seen, the things you've done, the museums you've gone to, the artists you like, the clothes that you see walking down the street on a pretty girl, whatever. So you never know.